What's good, YouTube? It's your boys in the trap. Now I'm back with another video, man. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I would appreciate it. Today we got 50 Cent slam Drake's lawsuit. So without further ado, let's get straight to this video, man. Yeah.
The laws of power, you never outshine the master. You see what I'm saying? Like I even had a conversation and said it to Drake.
But I wouldn't be shocked if this man right here wanted to serve Drake some humble pie. And this man being Lucien Grange, the CEO of Universal Music Group.
Diedrich Devon Williams, who's behind bars for life for murdering rapper XXXTentacion, is now appealing his case, his conviction, his sentence on the grounds that he did not receive a fair trial. And this is in part due to what his attorneys say is the exclusion of evidence that pointed the finger or maybe pointed the finger at other people. And one of those people whose name has come up is rapper Drake.
50 Cent has officially joined the industry war against Drake, just months after he publicly supported Drake during his beef with Kendrick Lamar. So if you remember, last summer, 50 was actually showing love to Drake, and he even linked up with him in Toronto. But fast forward to now, and it's a completely different story. 50's flipped the script and is out here trolling Drake like it's his full-time job. And apparently, it's all connected to Drake's lawsuit against Universal Music Group. So for those who don't know, Drake recently filed a legal case against his own label, UMG, accusing them of using bots and payola to boost Kendrick's diss track, Not Like Us. However, UMG isn't taking this lightly. Allegedly, they're getting ready to come for Drake in a big way. Like, expose all his skeletons kind of way. And people are saying Drake's label bosses have been sitting on a whole pile of dirt about Drake and the OVO crew. And let's not forget, Kendrick basically predicted this. Remember when he said the embassy about to get raided too? Well, a lot of people are convinced Kendrick was hinting that there's some Diddy-like activities happening behind the scenes at OVO. So now that Drake's bitten the hand that feeds him, insiders claim UMG might give him the Diddy treatment, full industry takedown mode. And if anyone loves to jump into drama like this, it's 50 Cent. He's already dropping shady comments about Drake. So let's just jump right into it.
Nigga, that's Drake. Nigga, that's Drake you got in there.
So to give you some context first, last July, right when the drama between Drake and Kendrick was getting spicy, 50 Cent jumped into the mix and posted a photo of himself hanging out with Drake in Toronto. 50 captioned it, "Brainstorming last night, me and Champagne Poppy, gonna get the camera rolling, biggest thing on your TV." And then there was also this clip floating around online where 50 and Drake were seen laughing and having drinks together. As you can imagine, 50 teaming up with Drake while he was beefing with Kendrick didn't sit right with a lot of people in the hip-hop world, especially on the West Coast. They saw it as a major betrayal, especially since 50 owes much of his early success to Dr. Dre. And then things only got messier after Drake doubled down on his disrespect for West Coast legend Tupac. While Drake was hanging out with 50 in Toronto, he posted this photo of himself posing in front of a black BMW that looked a lot like the one Tupac was in when he was shot in 1996. And of course, people started speculating that Drake might have been sending a subliminal message to Kendrick with that post. Now, Drake didn't actually buy the car Tupac was killed in, but fans still felt like his choice to pose with a similar car was shady and disrespectful. What made it even worse is that 50 Cent was right there with him when he posted that photo. And while 50's originally from the East Coast, he's got deep ties to the West Coast thanks to Dr. Dre, who played a big role in launching his career. So for 50 to be hanging out with Drake in the middle of all that drama was a weird look. But here's the plot twist. 50's now done a total 180 and he's trolling Drake hard. 50 recently shared a behind-the-scenes video from a trip he took with his G-Unit crew, including Tony Yayo. And at one point in the video, they're seen on a private jet, and 50 asks Yayo what he's listening to on his headphones. Yayo responds he's checking out Kendrick's new album, GNX. And that's when 50 took the opportunity to throw some shade at Drake, telling Yayo he gets a pass for listening to Kendrick.
Yeah, it's a long flight. Do me something 12 hours.
Listening to the music. Nah, I listen to the music right now. What you listening to? Kendrick shit.
That's because you know album?
Yeah,
So you get a pass.
you listen to Kendrick. Nigga, that's Drake. Nigga, that's Drake you got in there. I heard about this ring, man.
Well, the niggas from G-Unit didn't get him nothing. I gave him stuff.
Come here.
He already got what he got for bringing them.
me. So how did you give me something?
So now a lot of people are saying that the reason 50 Cent seems to have switched up on Drake is because of those legal petitions against UMG and Spotify. In the filing, Drake basically accused UMG and Spotify of conspiring and manipulating streaming numbers to boost the popularity of Kendrick's diss track, Not Like Us. And a lot of people think this made 50 rethink his support for Drake because, let's be real, running to the court over a diss track doesn't exactly scream hip-hop. But it's not just 50. The whole industry seems to be turning on Drake right now, and folks are dragging him and saying that Drake suing because he lost a rap battle proves that Kendrick was right when he called him a colonizer.
The person who has the real defamation case in this situation is Kendrick's woman. Because Drake not only said Kendrick was beating on her, he said that Dave Free, Kendrick's business partner and friend, was the real father to one of Kendrick's kids. So if you're gonna accuse somebody of defamation, you must first make sure you too aren't guilty of defamation, okay? Drake saying that Kendrick defamed him is indeed the pot calling the kettle beige, but that's not even why I'm giving him Donkey of the Day. Okay, I'm giving him Donkey of the Day because Drake is proving without a shadow of a doubt that he simply doesn't understand culture.
The whole industry is now piling up on Drake and calling him a Karen. However, that's the least of his worries because it's starting to feel like Drake's legal action against UMG might have bigger consequences. See, UMG's had Drake's back for years, and they allegedly even helped bury some pretty messed up allegations against him. Back in 2021, they also gave him a deal reportedly worth $500 million, something that was practically unheard of in hip-hop. And then UMG CEO Lucien Grange said it himself that Drake can get any amount of money he asks for.
Stay scheming, Drake says. Tell Lucien I said I'm tearing holes in my budget.
Tell Lucien I said I'm tearing holes in my budget.
Did Drake call you up after that and say, hey, I need more money for my project?
If ever Drake or whenever Drake calls up and says he needs more money for his project, I give it to him.
But here's where things get messy. Remember that lawsuit producer Lil Rod filed against Diddy back in February? Well, that lawsuit originally named Lucien Grange and UMG as co-defendants, and Lil Rod claimed that Lucien financed and enabled Diddy's alleged criminal activities. Lil Rod's lawsuit stated, Mr. Jones recalls seeing defendant Grange visiting Mr. Combs' home in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California. According to Mr. Jones, whenever defendant Grange visited Mr. Combs at his home, it would be in the evening, and he and Mr. Combs would disappear for hours in Mr. Combs' bedroom. Lil Rod also claimed that Lucien aided, abetted, and induced Sean Combs' ex-fucking venture and served as one of the co-conspirators who provided vast sums of cash which made Diddy's criminal venture possible. But get this, in May 2024, news broke that Lucien Grange and Universal Music Group were removed from Lil Rod's lawsuit. And that was kind of expected because Lucien is the most powerful man in the music industry at the moment.
Hey man, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, I will appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next video, man. Peace.